no offense, she mogs the women in this room.
Correct.
Well, yeah, that's why she's famous. 'Cause
Yeah.
she looks like that.
Brian,
Why do you think we're here and not in Hollywood?
why does it matter so much to you how these women rate their own looks?
That's actually so funny.
Like,
No,
why does
I mean, it seems like you guys are the upset ones. You guys are the ones giving me pushback, and I'm simply responding. I mean, it doesn't really. Your framing is what? It upsets me.
Well, you keep saying like, oh, like she's not a 10. She can't say that about herself. She's not in Megan Fox's league. Like it's just not accurate. But
Yeah,
like
just
why?
because the truth
But
matters.
why
But
does
we're
it?
not allowed to have self-worth, remember?
It has
It's
nothing to do.
Brian.
Why does it matter to you? Like I said before, everyone's like version of what's attractive to them is different. So if like she wants to say that she's a 10, she feels confident in herself, like period. Like that's amazing. That's good. Like have
Yeah, do you guys give men that same leeway?
yeah, if a man
do.
that's
Yeah, you
Yeah.
women really love average-looking dudes who think they're hot shit. That goes really, that really goes over well with women. Please.
I mean, I don't know about every woman, but I know for me,
Bro, y'all clown on dudes who think they're hot shit, but they're not.
I don't clown on
Stop
any dude.
fucking this bullshit about, well, if he's really confident, yes, queen. No, y'all fucking clown on dudes who think they're hot shit, but they're not.
I haven't.
And you see it. You know it.
wait, but when
But
have
you
I done
give
that?
women a pass. Why do you all give women a pass on that?
When have I done
I
that
don't.
though?
right.
I just think that we're
Who is
accurate.
he
If
talking
she
about?
thinks she's a 10, go queen.
No, when have I done that with a
You
man?
literally just
Clowning
did
on
it.
a man.
We
You said
Nobody
I clown
bashed
on
you.
men for their
I'm not
looks.
suggesting you clown on men, but y'all are way more willing to give women the pass on this, whereas women are really harsh judges of men's attractiveness.
Yeah.
But
I'm
you're
not.
talking about me in particular.
I'm talking in general. I don't know
Okay.
about your specifics. I'm saying in general, women will big up other women. You look at you go to a fat girl's comment section and it's all her friends saying, "Oh my God, I wish I looked like you, you slay queen, you're so beautiful." They're gassing their friends up, gassing the shit out of their, to be fair, unattractive female friends.
Okay.
Slay queen, you're so beautiful, I wish I looked like you. Behind the scenes, she's so fucking ugly. Like, bro, I know how some of y'all operate.
Well, that's some fake ass
I've
shit.
never
It is
experienced
fake. That's
that.
how
Women
some
are fake. Women are
That's
socialized to be
Bro,
fake.
y'all will like be all sugar and spice and everything nice to a girl's face, and as soon as she leaves, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
You guys will do that. You
I don't
guys
have
will do
friends
that.
like
Not
that.
all,
I'm
me
not like
neither.
that.
Yes, not all
I don't
women.
Of course, you
associate
guys
with
don't
girls
Not
think
all
like
you
women,
know.
but it seems like
girls always.
girls all the way. Yeah.
I understand that's a stereotype
Look-
and a lot of
No
women
idea.
operate that way, but it's not fair to say all women do.
I'm not saying all women do that, but it is a phenomenon that is observed in
Agreed.
women.
Agreed.
Like, I'm not, bro, my male friends, they're like, "Brian, you're getting fat, you're getting chubby." And they're right, it's true. But have you ever heard a fat girl be like, "Yeah, I'm fat, I should probably lose weight"? No, that would fucking crush them.
I've heard
That
women
would
say
fucking
that.
crush them. No, women are not like that.
You
Women
would.
will be like, "I'm fat and I'm hot." No, I'm fucking chubby. I need to lose weight. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that my current weight situation is really suboptimal. Have you ever heard a fat girl be like, "Yeah, I'm a fat piece of shit and my current situation is suboptimal"? No, they fucking
Yes.
cope. They cope.
I've
Well,
heard
the ones
women
that say that
that.
end up going to the gym and losing weight. But I think I know what you're talking about. Like the girls with the body positivity, they feel like men should be entitled to being attracted to them, even if they're like a size 20, you know? So.
Look, the reason it matters.
To each their own. Some guys like their women a little bit bigger.
Look, I really, you can think whatever you want. I'm really I'm sensing the friction from you guys, and I'm responding to the friction. You guys have taken great offense at, really, I think I rated most of you around the average mark.
I didn't
Some of you
take-
above, some of you below, but that's not rage bait. That's not, if I wanted to rage bait, I'd just say you're all zeros. You're all fucking the ugliest women ever. No, you guys are, between most of y'all are basically average to
What gave you
above
the idea
average.
that we took great offense to that?
We didn't. He's just saying that.
You guys, yes, you guys did. You guys,
Like
I'm
two
basically-
women
I'm basically
did that.
getting gaslit
like
now.
two women
The girls
were
did
like
get upset.
two
You
two
got a
women.
bit upset. You
I
got a
got
bit
upset.
upset.
didn't.
You got a bit
I did
upset.
not get
You did
upset.
not.
You were, yes, you were like.
I
this
thought
is
it
so funny
I thought it
that
was
you-
nice that you
you
gave
you
me
were
a
literally
6.
upset.
I genuinely wasn't at all.
Yes, you were.
And this will be clipped and it will show that I was not upset at all.
You were literally okay.
Dude, I really
you're one of
wasn't,
the-
I promise.
You were one of the people that got a little upset, and you were like, "There are people who are
was
whatever
just
over me."
laughing.
You got a little upset. I didn't get upset. I think I don't know. I thought it was nice that I didn't think you were going to give me a 6. I was like, oh, he gave me a 6. I was going to go lower. But I don't know. I feel like there are like 2 women who got up. You definitely didn't get upset. You did. Like, 2 people got upset about it.
Just don't let his opinion get
But
to you.
it's
He's one
I
of,
think
like,
he just.
it's rage bait.
I just think he doesn't have taste. Like
I don't
I
have
also
taste.
think
What does that
I don't think you do.
I think
what?
that your opinion of
like,
yourself
just
matters the
attractiveness.
most out of anyone else's opinion.
True.
Your opinion of yourself and how you value yourself, that matters the most. So like if she wants to call herself a 10, if you don't think that she's a 10, let her have her thing, you know?
Yeah, he's more mad that she rated herself as a, as a 10. I think you're very bothered by women rating themselves as a 10.
Well, I mean, I think there is a kernel of truth to the frustration that can be experienced when it comes to dating, because I do think, and you brought it up, I do think it's the case that women have a inaccurate self-assessment of where they stand when it comes to how attractive they are. And so what you see happening because of the phenomenon we talked about before, where women can sleep outside their league, women can deal with guys who are more attractive than them, have more status, have more money, all these things. This is going to tend to, and women will gas them up. Oh my God, you look at the girls' comments on Instagram. Oh my God, Slay Queen, you're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Women gas each other up. Women can have y'all look at yourself in the mirror, or not even that. Y'all look at yourself on Instagram with your filters, with your makeup, and your assessment of your looks is filter, makeup. It's not like straight out of the shower, completely bare face.
It is, though.
That's fair enough. But so what ends up happening is basically you have massive amounts of women who, here's what I see happening. Mary, can you Google hypergamy chart, please? I wonder if I've posted it somewhere in the Discord. Let me actually see. I think ultimately what you have happening is women don't want to date their equivalent. Women are hypergamous. Women want to get the best that they can get. Men too, but women act as a sort of a bit of a bottleneck into that, because we already talked about how women, they will not just entertain a guy strictly for sex. They will not do it. Whereas men will entertain you for sex. So for a couple different reasons, you're going to be assessing yourself as more attractive than you actually are. Like if I was fucking running through models, but none of them wanted to date me, but I could fuck them, and they were coming at me, and I'd probably think I'm hot shit too. Because and then the girl who's in my league, who's a 5, who's average looking, who's going to give me commitment, I overlook her. I pass on her because I'm like, well, why would I deal with the average girl who is actually willing to be in a relationship with me when I can get attention, affection, and sex from women who are more enticing than her, who are more physically attractive than her. But that phenomenon doesn't exist for men, but it does exist for women. And that's why I think there's a tendency for women to be a bit delusional as to where they stand. In addition to that, once you've had a taste of the good life, it's very hard to go and date the normal guy. Once you've dated a super wealth guy or super good looking guy, maybe he only gave you sex and that was it, you're going to be looking at Joe Schmo. Maybe you're the equivalent, you're an average chick, but you had a taste of the good life, a taste of the good dick. How are you going to go and date an average dude? You're not. You're fucking cooked. It's over. You're going to be resenting. You're going to resent that guy. Or you wait until you're 30. Fuck, none of the really hot guys who I fucked from 18 to 30 wanted to wife me up. So time to settle. And then you're going to marry that guy. It'll last 7 years. You're going to divorce him because you're dissatisfied, because he's not as attractive. The dick's not as good, whatever it is. And it's just a fucking recipe for disaster. Do you have the hypergamy scale?
This is the one I found.
Yeah, this is essentially it. So women are chasing after the top tier of men. They're chasing after the top tier of men. And you'll get them for sex. And then eventually, when you're in your late 20s and 30s, you're going to settle down. Maybe you'll end up with an average guy. And then you're going to be, let's say, really dissatisfied in your relationship. Look, I just
Because
think
of their looks, or?
it could be a whole bunch of different factors. The things that make men attractive can be varied. It could be personality. It could be looks. It could be
A mix
wealth.
of both for everyone, right?
It could be wealth. It could be status. Well, men don't really care about your career.
About wealth, I guess.
Men don't care about women's career or status or wealth.
Depends on the man.
Women don't share their resources with men, so it doesn't even matter. Even if men did care about it, we wouldn't receive a benefit. I remember when I was a bit younger, I think I was in my mid-20s, and I was dating an attorney, and she was making 3 times as much as I did. High-powered civil litigation attorney. I think she was 26 or something. She still wanted me to pay for the date. She made three times more than me. So even if I'm going to deal with a woman who's got plenty of money and she can afford the date, I still don't receive a benefit from her money and her wealth. Men are just more generous in that sense. Like, y'all women don't share your resources really. Like, you're not prepared to hold it down really. Like, if the guy loses his job, you're not really prepared to hold a guy down like that.
Oh, yay, Brian figured it all out, everybody.
I think,
That's why are we even here? He has all the answers. Oh my
I mean,
God.
Well,
you can be
I think that's
you can be
generalization, right?
passive-aggressive-
Is that
hold on. Let me respond to that. I mean, you can be passive aggressive with your response, or you can actually contend with my argument. At this moment, I'm currently getting crickets. So if you're going to allow me,
Okay, let me speak then. Okay, so
bulldoze.
I can speak for myself. I don't know about everybody, and I do know women who take care of their men. I know men who are stay-at-home dads. Like I've seen this, and I like you did this little thing with the questions. Like I've paid for first dates for myself and a man, and I like to go half on things. Like I don't want to make whoever I'm talking to feel like everything is on their shoulders. That's me. So when you're like, you girls, like a lot of this crap you're saying does not apply to me. I don't know about y'all, but and it does apply to a lot of women. I know a lot of women who have this thing
Is it
about
fair to
height.
say the
Like
majority?
I do have a thing about height for sure. I don't like dating tall guys. I don't want a guy taller than 6 feet. Like it's too much. It's not functional too. Like on top of a really tall guy and his head is way up there,
gotta
and
love a
it's
short
like I'm just
Yeah, I mean,
my
I'm
favorite
speaking-
relationship was with a guy who was a few inches taller than me,
I'm
but it's
speaking
not
in
why I'm with
generalities,
him.
though. I'm speaking
But
in
I feel
general.
like you speak for very like not specific, but you speak more for like conservative men. Like I've asked,
What do you mean?
like I feel like there are men who care about like women being intelligent and like.
I didn't
their
say.
career.
When did I say anything about intelligence?
Well, I feel like intelligence mostly translates to the career women have. and
Not
the
really. Do you
status.
think rappers are intelligent, but they make a fuck ton of money,
I
don't
get what
they?
you're saying.
No, I feel like it does.
But like
it-
rappers don't
it
really have to
can
use their
show.
brains for anything. There's nothing
Right.
that intellectual that comes with rapping.
Right, but you would
Well,
agree that
that's
you
not
can
true.
still be like a really
Wordplay.
high income earner and like be fucking stupid.
Right, but I'm not gonna be like, wow, he's a rapper. Oh my god, he's so smart. He's so attractive. But like, if you were a guy, like, okay, you said it doesn't matter for women, but like from my perspective, if a guy was a rapper versus like a doctor, and the rapper made more, I'll still be more attracted to the doctor than like the rapper, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Perhaps.
So I think like a rapper analogy is like maybe is there another one you could
Why?
provide?
Maybe you don't have an affinity for rap music. Do you prefer? Is there a different genre of music you prefer?
Well,
Like
it's not about. I don't think it was about the music. It was just like rapping was just like a bad career to talk about when it comes to
Right,
money.
but I mean, I could see a woman who might otherwise be more inclined to date a doctor, but if it's I don't know who's like a musician that women are just fawning over. I don't know if women like Justin Bieber anymore. I don't know.
See that?
You're saying there's no musician you can think of that you would prefer to date that super successful rich musician over a doctor? In all instances, you pick the doctor over the super
No.
famous musician?
Well, I can't think of. I actually played music for like 12 years of my entire life, so I know some, but I can't like
okay.
say.
Well,
like, what are you
I think we're
trying
getting-
to say?
I think going back to her point, though, I'm not really interested in the. My claim wasn't about intelligence. My claim is that men don't really care about a woman's ambition, her career, her money, her status. These things.
So
even
what
if-
do you care about?
I'll get to
No,
that.
men do
but-
care about ambition. I think a lot of men
Depends
want
what
a
we
woman
mean
who's
by
ambitious.
It depends what we mean by ambition, but your career, that's not going to make you more attractive to a man.
But
In
the
the
things
same
it
way
takes for you to get to that career shows a lot about your ambition and the type of person you are. If you're like,
Not really.
really, okay.
Like, you don't think
So
a
you don't
girl
think someone-
that's like in medical school would be more attractive to a guy than a girl that's just as like a nail artist?
You
or
don't
a
think
nail
it
tech?
shows more about like her ambition and her work ethic and how much she went through to get to going through medical school, being in like et cetera, et cetera. You're just okay. Well, she's in medical school. Okay, what? Like,
I mean,
it doesn't
I
tell
think
you
that-
anything.
I think it can be indicative of certain positive characteristics, but I don't know if men prioritize those positive characteristics. I think there's asymmetry between what men and women find attractive.
You prioritize labia, huh? Like BLM.
I mean, sure, I guess that is one component of it. But yes, I would say that men typically prioritize, I'd be prepared to say that men do looks over a woman's career. That's for certain. I wouldn't dispute that. But I would say that when it comes to the career, success, etc., men don't care about it for a few reasons. I think there's an evolutionary basis for it. I think men in a traditional role, men are the providers, men are protectors. That's been typically the dynamic between men and women throughout history. There's an evolutionary basis for it then. But also, even if men were inclined to care about it, it doesn't occur to me that men even reap a benefit when women are obscenely successful, or whether financially or they have status. Men just don't have that draw. And I would also say, and the reason, even if the draw was there, there's not actual benefit. Like, if you're dating a rich guy, your life is pretty good. Your life is pretty good as a woman. Can be anyways. A lot of men can be very, at least more, let me frame it like this. Men are more generous with their money in a romantic setting than women are generous with their money in a romantic setting. You'll hear stories where a girl has fucking $100,000 worth of savings, and her boyfriend is paycheck to paycheck, and he's still paying for the bills. He's still paying for dates. Do you think that that's equitable? A woman who has $100,000 in savings, and
Honestly,
her boyfriend
no.
is paycheck to paycheck.
No, I feel like
That's
that's
definitely
pretty
not
extreme.
equitable.
That's pretty extreme. In that case, I
But
think
that's
like yeah, the
still
woman
the expectation.
for some
people,
girls,
not
yes,
for everybody.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm all about like guys providing and stuff, but I feel like if it's really to that extent where like you're genuinely paycheck to paycheck, then like yeah, like in a relationship, the girl should step up, support each other.
What
but
about on the first date? The guy should still pay, right?
well, why are
Even-
you going on dates if you're paycheck to paycheck and broke? Like
So-
that's
So people of a lower socioeconomic status should just die?
no, not
and
just
not
die,
reproduce.
but it's just like, well, okay, if it's the first date, I wouldn't know that you're living paycheck to paycheck.
Well,
so
so
yeah,
should-
I would still expect you to pay on the
So
first date.
Men shouldn't date, but broke women can still date. Do I have that
I
clear?
don't think so necessarily.
But men don't expect
No.
women to like financially do anything really early on. So there's no block to them dating financially.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I think that if both parties are doing paycheck to paycheck, broke, like coming into that point to start a new relationship, that takes on a lot of responsibility financially for both
Paycheck
parties.
to paycheck isn't necessary. Well, I mean, you might say that's
I'm,
broke.
it's
but-
not it's not broke, but I'm just saying like you need extra money for extracurriculars, right? Like going like I like to go to festivals, I like to do fun things like that.
And the man should pay for it?
It costs a
or-
lot of money. No, not every
Oh,
time.
okay.
If I initiate a big, this is how I think of it. If I initiate a big activity, event, trip, something like that, and I have the ability to pay for that, I believe that honestly I should pay for that, and I do sometimes. And I think if there's like a balance, there's like a beautiful harmony that can be found where neither of you are like fully dependent upon the other, but there's like a beautiful middle ground where it's like if someone gets laid off, if someone gets sick, you can help them out, vice versa, you know?
Sure. I think that's fine. But again,
overall, the man should be the provider. I agree with that.
Every date I've ever been on, first date, I always expect to pay for myself. And if a guy chooses a place where I know I'm like, I cannot afford this bill, I will let them know. And they're like, I got you. And I'm like, okay. But I have never expected a man to pay for me on a first date.
but do they do it anyways?
I've paid for myself without them knowing they got mad at me. Like, no,
But do
I
they
should
do
be
it
paying.
anyways?
Sometimes.
Do they insist? No. I'm
Yeah,
paying.
sometimes.
Right.
Some of them.
Right. So I
But
mean,
that's not
look,
my fault.
but
I didn't expect you to do that.
look, I acknowledge sometimes the woman pays for the whole meal. Sometimes it goes 50-50. I would say majority, so over 50% of the time, there is typically even. I would say 99% of conservative women have the standard. Maybe it's like 50% of even liberal, progressive, feminist, equality women still want men to pay for first dates. It's the nice thing to do. It's gentlemanly treatment, blah, blah, blah. If he doesn't pay for the first date, there's not going to be a second. So ultimately, if a woman makes money, I don't benefit from it. Why should I care about it?
Well, if you want to provide for her, you shouldn't care about it, right? Like, what are you trying to say?
No,
Why
but
should I
okay,
care
if the
about it?
conversation, the foundation of the conversation is about, my position is, men don't care, or it doesn't make a woman more attractive if because of her career or how much money she makes. It doesn't make a woman more attractive. There seems to be some pushback on this, and I was saying, well, even if men did care about it, there wouldn't, perhaps even one of the reasons they don't care is they know, even if I date a woman who makes six figures, she's not, like what I would, the male paradigm is, if I made six figures, I would do X, Y, Z for her. I would buy her this, I would pay for dates, I'd do. Even when a woman makes that much money, she's not doing that shit. So it's like, why should we care?
I don't know. I just feel a lot of what you're saying. I just don't.
I'm speaking in generalities.
But you want our
though.
opinion?
I agree with him.
I don't give opinions on anything. You agree with him?
I agree with him. Yeah, I kind of get what he's saying. He's saying at the end of the day, why does it matter how much money a woman makes? Because the guy's not going to really benefit from what she has. I get what he's saying.
I'll say this: a guy will pick the beautiful barista who makes $18 an hour over the high-powered female attorney who's like cute, who makes six figures. The guy's gonna, but I think a lot of women go in the other direction. They take the like above, he's a bit above average, but he's like an attorney or he's a doctor. They pick him over the guy who is a barista making $18 an hour.
I agree with you on
Yeah,
that.
because the man, like, I think they're trying to pick a mate that they know is going to provide for their kids. They're making that financially sound decision.
Right, and there's an evolutionary basis for this. Hold on, we have a chat.